Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. We would like to welcome, of course, the members of our Team Piaget. Again, kung hindi pa po kayo member ng Team Piaget, no, being a member of Team Piaget is the only way you can join our final coaching. On your screen right now, you can see our final coaching schedule for March 2022. That's March 5 and 6, March 12 and 13, March 19 and 20th. All the Saturdays are going to be for Gen Ed, and of course, all the Sundays are going to be for Prof Ed. So again, the only way that you can join our final coaching is to become a member of Team Piaget. As I have said, no, yung Team Piaget po is good. Your membership is good until September of 2022. So kahit pa hindi ka magtitake sa March, no, it's also very important that you join our final coaching para of course you can easily prepare for your upcoming let, no? And all these items are all valid. All these items are all reliable items that we know are going to be in your upcoming licensure exam for teachers. So again, please do become a member of Team Piaget. We still have slots, no, and our registration is still ongoing. We still have our promo, and the promo is only valid until February 28th, at the end of this month, and that is going to be on Monday. So again, please do become a member of Team Piaget. And of course, if you are watching us on our Facebook page or maybe on our YouTube channel, please do like and share this video. Again, please like and share this video. And of course, you can also support us by sending us stars on Facebook and also by sending us super chat, super stickers on YouTube. Now, tonight's discussion is centered on general education. Okay, so again, this is general education po. All the items are those items that you will see or you have seen in your LET, no? If you are a retaker, nakapag-take ka na ng LET dati, no? Yung mga items na to, maaaring nakita mo na sa LET. And these items are also going to be in your future licensure exam for teachers. Okay, so again, this is general education. But of course, prior to that, let us all have our opening prayer. We thank you for this new day, Lord. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us, to hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts, to see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands, to touch the leaves that grow afresh, and allow your love to touch our hearts, to smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation, to dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles, to enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. All right, so again, as I've mentioned, we are going to be talking about general education today or tonight, in your case, on 7 p.m. na dyan. And so, of course, please do like this video and share this video, tag your friends, start a watch party. We will be starting in a few minutes. Okay, paki-like na po ng ating video and paki-share na po ng ating video. Okay, go ahead and like, share this video. We still have around 150 people not liking the video. Of course, please do share this video. Paki-like na po and share ng ating video. Support us by sending us stars. And of course, your super chat, super stickers if you are watching us on YouTube. And again, if you are still not a member of Team Piaget, magpa-member na po. Okay, we start with question number 1. What symbol is used to underline the text? Is it letter A, Control P, letter B, Control R, letter C, Control D, or letter D, Control U? Okay, if you are underlining the text, if you want to underline your text in Microsoft Word, for example, what symbol or what keys are you going to use to underline the text? Kunwari, hindi gumagana yung inyong mouse, for example, wala kang mouse, you are only using your keyboard, what will you use or which keys are you going to press to underline the text? Okay, I see D's in our comment. Okay, D. Control D nga ba? Okay, so again, going back to question number one, very easy. This is also a very common question in the let. Tumalabas po ito sa let kung ano yung mga keys na kailangan mong i-click or kailangan mong ipindutin, no? Kapag ka meron kang gustong gawin, meron kang command na gustong ibigay sa inyong laptop or sa inyong computer. And so the correct choice of here, of course, would be letter D. No? Control U would be to underline the text. Now, we all know Control P is to print. Okay, so the usual would be Control P. Meron kang Control I to italicize. Meron kang Control X to cut. Meron ka ding Control V to paste, no? And meron kang Control A to highlight, choose all. And of course, meron ka ding Control S to save. Okay, so Control C naman is to copy, no? So those are the usual keys that we would use. Control U is to underline. Control I is to italicize. Meron ka din naman Control B to bold, no? To make your letters bold, to make your font bold. And the usual na ginagamit natin is Control S for saving, Control A to choose all of the text that you have, Control X is to cut, Control C is to copy, and Control V is to paste. No? Marahil yung pinaka-common sa atin is copy and paste. Control C, Control V. Okay, so Control C, Control V is copy and paste. But here for number one, the correct choice, of course, would be letter D, Control U. All right, number two, which Spanish policy provided resettlement of Filipino communities to form town centers or cabeceras? Is it letter A, asimilasyon, letter B, reduction, letter C, encomienda system, or letter D, bandala? Okay, what do you think is the correct choice? Hello po sa lahat ng ating mga newbies, mga first-timers. Again, kung gusto niyo po magpa-member ng Team Piaget ay mag-send po kayo ng message sa ating Facebook page, no? Diyan po sa ating Facebook page, mag-PM po kayo, mag-direct message po kayo para po kayo po ay mag-guide ng ating admin. If you have questions, again, please direct them to our admin, no? Yung admin po yung ating sasagot sa lahat ng ating mga questions. Okay, letter B. So again, the question here, this is part of social studies, which Spanish policy provided resettlement of Filipino communities to form town centers or cabeceras. Is it letter A, asimilasyon, letter B, reducción, letter C, encomienda system, or letter D, bandala? Okay, I see a lot of letter Bs. And letter B here is the correct choice. No? Reduction, okay, or reduction. So that means kino-compress nila, no? They are trying to reduce the lot or the land that is being occupied by the Filipino communities. Gusto nila na nasa sentro lamang, usually nasa sentro ng pamayanan ng community yung lahat ng mga Filipino, no. So kahit ngayon nakikita ninyo yung influence na ito sa ating plaza, no, sa ating mga municipality, sa ating LGUs. So kung nasaan yung plaza mo, nandiyan din yung munisipyo, nandiyan din yung simbahan, magkakalapit silang lahat, no. This was part of the Spanish reduction. Okay, so reduction. So they've done this so that it'll be easier to rule, of course, the Filipino people. Kasi kapag ka magkakalayo yung mga bahay, syempre mas mahirap, no? Mas mahirap kang maging ruler or mas mahirap kang mamuno kapag ka magkakalayo yung teritoryo, magkakalayo yung mga bahay ng inyong pinamumunuan. And so they have reduction. Now, what about the rest of the items that we have here? Your letter A, assimilation, was one of the ideas included in the reform movement, which aimed to make the Philippines a province of Spain, thereby granting Spanish citizenship to Filipinos. So dapat sana isa ito sa mga plano nila na assimilation. Yung Pilipinas ay magiging probinsya ng Spain, and so the Filipinos are going to become Spanish citizens. But we know that this did not happen. So this is not true. The encomienda system is also just a theory. It's also not true. Hindi din siya nangyari, no? Or hindi din naman siya law, but it happened. No? So it was a feudal-like system where Spaniards would offer protection and education to the native populations in exchange for labor and money or gifts. So sabi ng Spanish, bigyan nyo kami ng money or gifts from your bukid, or magtrabaho kayo sa amin, para bibigyan namin kayo ng protection and education. We will educate you. We are going to protect you. Just become our employees, no? Or give us money and gifts. So we know that this is just in theory. They did not fulfill their promise. So hindi sila nagbigay ng proteksyon, hindi sila nagbigay ng edukasyon sa mga Pilipino. So that's your encomienda system. The Mandala System, on the other hand, was a system implemented by Spanish authorities in the Philippines, and it required native Filipino farmers to sell their goods to the government. So lahat ng mga produkto, lahat ng products, no, lahat ng mga ani ng mga farmers natin during that time, kailangan nilang ibenta sa gobyerno. Okay, so kailangan nilang ibigay sa Spanish authorities, and they said they will be paid, no? So sabi ng Spanish authorities, you will be paid. But of course, we know na yung iba sa kanila, hindi talaga binayaran. Okay? So these are some of the things, some of the policies that we had during the Spanish time. But of course, we are looking for reduction. Okay? So reduction. The Spanish policy that provided a resettlement of Filipino communities to form town centers. So hanggang ngayon, meron tayong town centers. Magkakalapit yung munisipyo, yung ating basketball court, yung gym, yung ating plaza, yung ating simbahan, yung ating market. No? Ano din naman, accessible din naman. That's for accessibility, and of course, that's also for convenience. So maganda din naman yung naidulot niya. Okay, but of course, the main reason of the Spanish was different. No? So it was so that they can easily rule over the Filipinos. Okay, number 3. The Philippines lies in the blank, an area where many volcanoes are active. Is it letter A, volcanic rim? Letter B, ring of fire? Letter C, wheel of fire? Letter D, archipelago, fault line? Okay, what do you think is the correct choice? Again, please do like this video. We still have around 200 people not liking this video. Ang hindi po nagla-like at hindi po nag-share ay walang biyaya. Okay, so again, paki-like na po at paki-share ng ating video. Hindi po mahirap gawin yan. Mag-click lamang po ng like, no? Diyan po sa inyong comment box, malapit. And of course, there's also a share button, no? So again, napaka-importante po na nag-share kayo para mas marami pa pong makikita ng ating video. And of course, mas marami pa po tayong matulungan, mas marami pa po tayong maging members. Okay, we all know a lot of people have been taking the LET several times already, no? So gusto din natin, of course, matulungan sila, mas mapadali ang pag-take nila at pagpasa nila ng LET. Okay, letter B for number 3. I see B's for number 3. Okay, letter B. The Philippines lies in the blank, an area where many volcanoes are active. And of course, we call this as letter B, the Ring of Fire. Okay, so Pacific Ring of Fire. Specifically, no, yan yung tawag, the Pacific Ring of Fire. And so this year is the Ring of Fire. This is an area in the Pacific Ocean or near the Pacific Ocean where there's a lot of volcanoes. Okay, so alam natin, because of this, usually, or kalimitan, no, sa isang taon, meron talagang lindol sa Pilipinas. We are just more fortunate than Japan. No? Yung Japan, mas maraming lindol sa kanila. Okay, so Japan's right here. The Philippines is here. But we know that we are also affected because, of course, eventually, because of all the presence of the volcanoes, usually our earthquakes are volcanic, no, in nature. Meron kasing dalawang types ng earthquake, no? Po pwedeng volcanic because of volcanic eruptions at po pwede din namang tectonic because of the movement of your tectonic plates, no? Tectonic plates ng mundo, the different plates that make up the earth. But usually, yung ating earthquake sa Pilipinas is volcanic in nature. That is because, of course, we are found in the Pacific Ring of Fire, the area where there's so many volcanoes. Okay, so wag kayong magtataka, no, dapat hindi kayo magtaka kung may nabalitaan kayong pumutok na bulkan sa Japan or may pumutok na bulkan sa Peru, for example. Eventually, meron ding puputok na bulkan sa atin. Magkakasunod-sunod sila because, of course, these are all connected, no? So, yan. Area na yan, yung Ring of Fire is an area where there's so many volcanoes. And usually, pag may pumutok na isa, may puputok din ng mga iba pang bulkan. So we have to be careful whenever we hear it on the news that a volcano has erupted. we can also expect that something might happen in the Philippines volcanoes. Okay, so Ring of Fire letter B is tumpak for number 3. Number 4, this is English. This is a very common question in the let. Alam niyo na to. Andrew approached the platform with his speech. His palms were sweaty and his hands were shaking. He felt the palpitations of his chest and perspiration began to appear at his forehead. Andrew is experiencing, is it letter A, nausea, letter B, epilepsy, letter C, stage fright, or letter D, heart attack? Okay, what's your answer for number 4? 100 plus people still have not liked this video and share this video. Again, paki-share po ng ating video para mas marami pa po tayong ma-reach out na kaguro, no? Let me just check if you've already shared the video. Hindi naman po siya mahirap and that's everything that we're asking. So please do share this video. Okay, we only have around 100 people sharing this video. We have 500 plus watching. So again, please do share this video. Pindutin lamang po yung share button. And of course, please do like or love this video. Okay, so letter C, stage fright. Stage fright ang inyong choice. Okay, so he approached the platform with his speech. No, kahit hindi ka familiar with this item, there are several hints sa ating question. No? So he approached the platform with his speech. His palms were sweaty, his hands were shaking. Meron siyang palpitations na may perspiration siya, no? Na mamawis si Andrew. So Andrew is experiencing what? The correct choice here, of course, is letter C, the stage fright. Okay, so stage fright. Karamihan sa atin, no, karamihan sa mga Pilipino ay may stage fright. So kinakabahan kapag tumungtong sa stage. No? So nausea naman, ito yung pagkahilo at pagkasuka. So usually ito ay nararamdaman ng mga buntis, katulad ko, no? Pero usually this is during the first trimester, the early stages of pregnancy. Epilepsy, of course, this is a defect of the neurological system, yung nervous system natin. Usually, yung epilepsy is a condition where a part of your brain, may fontanelle sa brain mo or may opening sa brain mo na hindi naging completely closed. And so what happens is that yung impulses, yung electrical impulses, electrical signals coming from your brain is hindi controlled. Kaya ma-manifest siya through spasms, no? Through the shaking na hindi controllable. That's epilepsy. And letter D, heart attack, of course, this is a coronary disease, no? So pag clogged yung arteries mo, for example, it can cause you heart attack. Okay, so letter C po ang ating hinahanap for number 4. Okay, stage fright, letter C. Number 5, the character who contrasts with another character in a story is A or an. Letter A, villain. Letter B, foil. Letter C, antagonist. Or letter D, support. Okay, ano po ang inyong choice for number 5? Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for question number 5? Again, please do like and share this video. Paki-share na po ng ating video. Okay, question number 5. This is still English. I see C's. Meron din namang B. There's a lot of C's. Karamihan kaya ay tama or karamihan kaya ay ligwak, no? Genocide kaya yung mangyayari. Okay, number 5, the character who contrasts with another character in a story is A or an. Letter A, villain. Letter B, foil. Letter C, antagonist. Or letter D, support. The correct choice here is letter B, foil. Oh, karamihan ligwak, genocide. Okay? Now, you all know, yung antagonismo and villain, parehas lang po yan, no? In other words, kontrabida. Sila po yung kontrabida sa istorya, no? So, kung ikaw ay nanonood ng Ang Probinsyano, for example, sila yung mga kalaban ni Cardo, no? So yung pinaka-main kalaban ni Cardo, yan yung villain or yan yung antagonist. Parehas lang po yung meaning ng villain at antagonist. So hindi po siya yung ating choice. Okay? So parehas lang po yung meaning nila ng villain at antagonist. Yung hinahanap po natin ay foil. Okay? So sabi ng foil, this is a character who contrasts with another character in a story. And we call this the foil, no? So again, as I've mentioned, yung villain and antagonist mo parehas lang. Yung antagonist is, or villain, that is the kontrabida. Yung bida mo naman, tinatawag mo siyang protagonist. Okay? So protagonist. Usually, yung antagonist mo, yung kontrabida, at ang bida, your protagonist, they are foils for each other, no? So contrast yung character nila. They're foils for each other. Okay? But the general term that we use is foil, the character who contrasts with another character is a foil. Yung support, of course, supporting character lang siya, hindi siya bida, no? So support lang siya. And so if you are an avid fan, for example, of The Broken Marriage Vow, you see these two characters. You have Dr. Jill Ilustreno as your protagonist, yung bida, and you have Lexi as your antagonist or your villain. Okay, so both of them are foils for each other. So foils sila, no? Magkasalungat yung kanilang character. Okay, so yan po yung sinasabi nating foil. Okay, ligwak pero move on. Okay, maraming naligwak. So okay lang po yan. At least sa let ninyo, alam niyo na kung anong inyong magiging sagot. Okay, now number 6. In flowering plants, nectar and brightly colored petals attract insects. What process is most directly aided by these adaptations? Is it letter A, germination, letter B, pollination, letter C, fertilization, or letter D, differentiation? Hello po sa ating mga first-timers, Sir Koray or Ma'am Koray, first time. Paki-like po ng ating video, paki-share ng ating video. Again, please do like this video and share this video. Yung hindi po magla-like and share, mapuputulan ng daliri. Paki-like and share na po para po madalian po kayo sa let. Okay, number 6. What's your answer? I see a lot of B's sa ating comment box. Paru-paru G. Ano yung paru-paru G? Oo. Okay. So, paru-paru pala. Paru-paru, no? Insect. So, paru-paru G. Okay, letter B. I see lots of letter B. Tama kaya yung karamihan or ligwak na naman kaya yung karamihan? Now, let's find out. So sabi dito, in flowering plants, nectar, that of course is the juice, no, coming from our plants, our flowers, and brightly colored petals, the colored part of your flower, of course, is called a petal or called the petals. They attract insects. Now, what process is most directly aided by these adaptations? And the correct choice here, of course, would be letter B, pollination. So tama yung pollination. Now, when you say pollination, this is a transfer of the pollen grain, no, from the stigma to, or from the anther to the stigma. Okay, so let's take a look at your slide, no? Nandun din yung explanation natin sa iba pang terms natin dito. Okay, so that's pollination. This is pollination. Again, pollination is just a transfer of your pollen grains. And we know that the pollen grains are like the sperm cells, no, sa inyong halaman. Sa flowers mo, your pollen grains are like sperm cells. So it's very important that they are transferred so that they can pollinate, they can fertilize eventually your flower. Okay, so ito yung mga insects mo, no? So kinukuha nila yung nectar, and of course because of that, because of this action, some pollen grains get stuck to their limbs, no, dito sa legs nila and dito sa tails nila. When they go to another flower, some of these pollen grains are going to be dropped to the stigma of your flower. Okay, so that's pollination. There are two types of pollination, if you can remember from our discussion nung elementary tayo. Meron kang self-pollination if there's only one flower involved. Meron ka din namang cross-pollination if there's more than one flower involved. Okay, so 2 or more flowers yung involved sa inyong cross-pollination. So wala tayong paru-paru G dito. Meron tayong tutubi. Okay? At tutubi ba to? Bubuyog pala, sorry. Bubuyog. B. Okay, so pollination, letter B is our tumpak na choice. This one is germination. This is choice A, no? So germination is pagsibol. Ang growth ng plants mo, that would be germination. Okay, so that's germination. That is not our choice. This here is fertilization. Of course, fertilization is when in the case of your flowers, in the case of your plants, that's already the union of your pollen grains, na sinasabi natin parang sperm cell sa ating flowers, and the ovule. Yung ovule mo naman yung parang egg cell. Okay, so that's fertilization. Fertilization. Now, this here is choice D, differentiation. When you say differentiation naman, this is how your cells eventually would change and would have its specific function, its specific structure, because all your cells started as stem cells. They all started as embryonic cells kasi na wala pang function, general pa lang, kumbaga common type of cell. But because of differentiation, different cell stages, you have the different cell cycles, the cell division, and differentiation, in your body now, as a mature person, as a grown person, you have different types of cells, and all these types of cells have different structures, and of course because of their structures, they also have different functions. Okay, so yan yung differentiation. How the different cells would have their own structure and their own specialized function. Okay, so yung hinahanap po natin was letter B, pollination. Okay, number 7. Which of the following pairs demonstrates symbiosis? Is it letter A, chick and corn plant? Letter B, cat and mice? Letter C, butterfly and bean flower? Letter D, monkey and banana? Ayan na si Paro-Paro G, si butterfly. Hello po, welcome sa ating mga first-timers. Ma'am Sheila, Cisno Flor. Ma'am Yasmina, Rum Angeles. Ma'am Leticia, Maranga Pandamon. Ma'am Cheryl Foniestas Datuin. Ma'am Ira Shoko, welcome po. Sir Kenneth Villaflor, welcome. Sa ating mga first-timers, hello po, welcome. Again, first-timers natin, welcome po. Si Ma'am Mary Chris Luang. Biluang. Oo nga, alam ko, Ma'am Tin, sayaw yun. Nanonood ako ng Showtime, no? Iyan lang yung pinapanood ko dito. Pag uwi galing ng school, Showtime and The Broken Marriage Vow. So after nun, Netflix na. Pag umaga naman, TV Patrol, no? It's very important that you keep abreast with the latest trends, no? With the news, kung ano na nangyayari sa mundo, no? May gera na doon sa Ukraine and Russia, na Ukraine versus Russia. So napaka-importante po that you are aware of everything that's happening kasi lumalabas din po yung current events sa LEP. Okay, so manood po kayo lagi ng TV Patrol. And of course, manood din ng Showtime, The Broken Marriage Vow. After no, Netflix na. Ma'am Chantel Biol, Ma'am Glyza A. Baco, ang mga first-timers natin. Si Ma'am Lebasej Risil, Ma'am Aisha Larm. Okay, so again, welcome po sa ating mga first-timers. And again, wag pong kakalimutan na mag-like po, mag-love ng ating video, and of course, share na po yung ating video. Okay, and of course, gentle reminder, if you are watching us on our Facebook page, no, or maybe on our YouTube channel, napuputol po yung inyong video. The full-length video is in Team Piaget, no, sa ating pong Team Piaget. So again, please do become a member of Team Piaget so that you can easily download all the PowerPoint presentation. Yung PowerPoint ko po, nada-download doon as PDF. Yung full-length video ay nandun din sa ating Team Piaget. We also have our final coaching, and the only way that you can join us is by becoming a member of Team Piaget. So again, yung membership po for Team Piaget is until September 2022. So again, magpa-member na po kayo habang meron pa po tayong promo, no, until Monday yung promo natin. Mag-send lamang po ng message dyan po sa ating Facebook page. Huwag na po kayo magtanong ng how, no? Mag-send lang po ng message sa ating Facebook page. Okay, number 7. Which of the following pairs demonstrates symbiosis? Now, when you say symbiosis, this is a type of relationship where you have very close associations between two organisms, no, two living things, where at least one of them benefits. Okay, so at least one meron talagang benefit sa ating symbiosis. So is it letter A, chick and corn plant, letter B, cat and mice, letter C, butterfly and bean flower, or letter D, monkey and banana? Now, as you can see, yung A at B mo, parehas lang yan, no? Yung chick, kinakain niya yung corn plant. Letter D naman, yung monkey, kinakain niya yung banana. Cat and mice, this is a form of predation, no? So your cat is the predator and your mice are the prey. Sila yung kinakain ng inyong cat, ng inyong pusa. And what we are looking for here is letter C, no? Butterfly and bean flower, si paru-paro G. And bean flower. This is a type of symbiotic relationship which we call mutualism. So mutualism ito. Let's take a look at your slide para po mas maintindihan ninyo. Okay, so when you say symbiosis, again, as I've mentioned, this is a close, long-term relationship between two organisms where at least one relies on the other for resources. Now, we actually have three types of symbiotic relationship, kaya hindi naging sagot yung A, B, at D natin at bakit letter C yung ating sagot, no? Because you have the three types of symbiotic relationships here. The first one is mutualism. Yung mutualism po is smile-smile. So, ayan, smile-smile. Both of them benefit from the relationship. So, your example here would be your clownfish. Iba lang yung itsura ng clownfish. Di ba si Nemo is a clownfish? Nahirapan siguro yung artist nito, no? Pagkulay niya kay Nemo. But this should have been of different color, no? So orange, white, and black sana yung kulay ng inyong clownfish. And your sea anemone. Okay, so your sea anemone, hindi po yan sea anemone, sea anemone. Your clownfish would find shelter in your sea anemone, and of course your sea anemone would also get some benefits from your clownfish. No? So nagli-leave sila ng mga remnants sa kanilang mga kinakain. So eventually, nagiging nourishment ng inyong sea anemone. So again, mutualism is smile-smile. Both of them benefit from the relationship. Walang nanggamit sa kanila, no? Both of them benefit. Now, the second type of symbiotic relationship is commensalism. Commensalism mo is smile, deadma. Okay, smile and deadma. One organism benefits while the other one is unaffected. No? So, wala siyang benefit, hindi din naman siya harmed. Okay, so hindi lang siya apektado. So, your examples here are your barnacles and your whales. So, your barnacle, these are the things that would get stuck on the skin of your whale. Your whale is unaffected, no? So hindi siya apektado, but your barnacles would get some benefits. They get stuck, no? They sometimes would get nourishment from the skin, no? Hindi nila ni-harm yung whale by sucking its blood, for example. Yung mga remnants lang ng food, yung kinakuha nila sa skin ng whale. Pero hindi din ganun kalaki yung naitutulong nila, nagiging mutualism siya, no? So, commensalism lang siya. Your whale is not affected. It is unaffected. No benefit. Also, no harm. Okay, so that's commensalism. One benefits, the other one is deadma. Now, the last type here is parasitism. Yung parasitism mo, one benefits while the other one is harmed. Okay, so magkabaliktad sila. Yung isa ay masayang-masaya, yung isa naman ay malungkot, nasasaktan, dahil of course, he or she or it is harmed. No, it pala kasi these are not people. So these are organisms. These are usually animals. Okay, so this is your parasitism. You'd call your organism that is harmed, of course, is called your host. And the organism that benefits, we call this the parasite. Okay, so you have two types of parasites. Meron tayong parasites na external, yung nasa labas lamang ng body ng inyong host, no? So yung mga ticks mo, yung lisa, yung kuto, these are external parasites. Yung leech is even also considered your external parasite. You also have your internal parasites, yung mga nasa loob na ng katawan. For example, yung worms, intestinal flukes mo, no? Yung worms sa sa ating intestines. Okay, so these are already called internal parasites. Okay, so again, yung lagi nating tinatanong dito is you try to examine the type of relationship that you have with your special someone or with another person. Now, what type of relationship do you have? Is it mutualism? Are you both happy? Do you both get benefit? Is it commensalism? One of you is happy, the other one is dead ma, unaffected, or is it parasitism? One of you is happy while the other one is harmed, no? Yung isa ay pinipeste na nung isang nagbe-benefit. So what type of relationship do you have? So kanina, yung paru-paro G natin at yung plant natin, no? So your butterfly and the plant kanina in our answer, which was letter C, is mutualism. So mutualism siya, no? I've also explained this in our previous question, yung kanina sa pollination. So they get nectar, yung paru-paro G mo would get nectar from your flower, and of course the flower is helped through the process that we call pollination. Okay, but then again, walang label. So, commensalism lang. Okay? But then again, your correct choice is letter C. Now, so letter C po ang ating tumpak na choice for this item. Okay, number 8. Ito ay naglalaman ng mga butil ng karunungang kinapapalooban ng mabuting payo na hango sa tunay na karanasan ng ating mga ninuno. Is it letter A, salawikain? Letter B, palaisipan? Letter C, sawikain? Or letter D, bugtong? Aha, siya lang yung masaya at nakakaalam. So ikaw, Ma'am Harleen, hindi mo alam na meron kayong relasyon. Okay, this is already question number 8. Graduating student from Isabela. Good evening po, Ma'am Glenny Ann Ramirez. One-sided relationship, sabi ni Facebook user, no? So, ano siya, commensalism or is it parasitism? Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for number 8? Again, gentle reminder for those of you who are still not part of Team Piaget, napuputol po yung ating video sa ating Facebook page at sa ating YouTube channel. So again, please to become a member of Team Piaget. Just send a message to our Facebook page na huwag pong mag-comment ng how, no, paano po mag-register, how po. Just send a message sa ating pong Facebook page. Facebook page, of course, is just Gurong Pinoy. If you are watching us on Facebook, no, that's the same page where you are watching this video. If you are watching us on YouTube, please go to our Facebook page. Meron pong link dyan sa ating description ng video. Okay, and of course, if you are a member of Team Piaget, hindi po napuputol yung ating video. You don't really need to download the video kasi hindi naman po siya nawawala dyan sa ating team. And of course, the PowerPoint presentation, this PowerPoint presentation, you can download this later. Okay, number 8. Ano ang inyong sagot? Letter A, salawikain. Okay, the correct choice here, of course, is salawikain. No? So ito yung mga tinatawag nating mga kasabihan. Ito yung mga ginagamit ng mga Little Miss Philippines. May kasabihan po tayo, no? Or sa, ano nga yung sa Showtime, sa yung pageant din sa Showtime, na ito din ginagamit din ng mga salawikain. Yung palaisipan mo, of course, these are your mind tricks, no? Your mind games, palaisipan, no? Sawikain naman, ito yung modern day approach na sa inyong salawikain. Yung mga hugot lines mo are part of your sawikain. Sawikain siya, yung medyo modern day version na may mga nakakatawa, hugot lines, sawikain. And yung bugtong, of course, this is your riddle in English, no? Salawikain. Usually, yung ginagawa kong hint dito para hindi kayo ma-confuse sa salawikain at sawikain is that kasalanan ng ating mga ninuno or kasalanan ng ating mga lolo at lola ang salawikain. Kasi yung salawikain ay mga karunungan na galing sa mga sinasabi ng ating mga ninuno, galing sa sinasabi ng ating mga lolo at lola. No? So salawikain, yung inyong magiging sagot, hindi po sawikain. So do not get confused. Yung sawikain po is medyo modern day approach na to your salawikain. Okay, number 9. Which part of the eye controls the size of the pupil? Is it letter A, the retina, letter B, iris, letter C, sclera, or letter D, optic nerve? Oh, sexy babe. Tama. Sexy babe pala. Welcome, Facebook user. Bagong member ng Team Piaget. Hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong pangalan. Next time po mag-register kayo sa link natin yung sa StreamYard. Okay, meron pa tayong isang graduating student, no? Napakagaling ng ating mga graduating student. Naghahanda na sila for their LEP. Okay? Graduating student po, first time, welcome si Ma'am Flor de Liza Abelia Fernandez. Congratulations in advance, no, sa ating mga graduating education students. Okay, letter A. Letter A. Nakikita ko letter A. Tumpak kaya yung letter A or marami na naman kayang maliligwak for number 9? Okay, si Sir Brendo Labandera, isa pang graduating student from Cebu. Welcome po. Facebook user, hindi po kita yung inyong name. Okay, ayan, si Sir Michael, naghahanap ng mga kagrupo na meron po tayong promo for may single membership, no? May solo membership. Pag dalawa kayo, may less kayo, no? So dual membership at meron tayong trio membership. So mas marami kayo, mas marami yung inyong magiging discount. Okay, so mag-send po kayo ng message sa ating Facebook page. Okay, number 9. Which part of the eye controls the size of the pupil? Mukhang maraming ligwak. Okay, the correct choice here is letter B, iris. Okay, so iris po ang ating hinahanap, hindi po retina. Okay, so not retina, but it is the iris that is the correct choice for question number 9. Okay, so let's take a look at your slide. No? So again, iris po yung ating hinahanap. So this here is simplified version, no? Simplified illustration of the eye. Now, the different parts of the eye, unang-una po is your cornea. The cornea is the transparent layer of your eye, no? That's the transparent, shiny layer of the eye. So kung ikaw ay tinitingnan mo yung mata ng isang tao, kung may jowa ka ngayon, nasa tabi mo, o may asawa ka, nasa tabi mo, or may anak ka na nandyan sa tabi mo, tingnan mo po yung mata nila, no? Yung transparent na shiny layer ng eye mo, that's the cornea, no? So medyo mamasa-masa siya, glassy-like yung kanyang texture, no, yung kanyang appearance, that's your cornea. Now, your cornea is very fragile, your cornea is very sensitive, no, kaya sinasabi nila, if something gets into your eye, do not scratch it. So dapat you splash it with water, no, so splash it with clean water because your cornea is very thin and it's very fragile. Many of the cases of blindness are associated with defects of your cornea. So yung tinatawag natin corneal transplant, no? Pinapalitan yung kanilang cornea. Now going inside your eye, this here is your iris. So yan yung iris. Para siyang muscle that would control the size of your pupil. Yung pupil mo would be or your iris, so balikan ko lamang. Your iris is the part of your eye which is colored, no? So yung colored part of your eye, that is called your iris. Okay, so yan yung iris. So kung blue-eyed ka, blue yung iris mo, green-eyed ka, green yung iris mo. Pag pula yung mata mo, iba namang kwento yun, no? Maaring aswang, maaring nag-addict, no? So again, yung kulay, yung pinakakulay ng inyong mata, that's the iris, no? Yung pinakamalaking bilog, that's the iris. At sa loob ng iris, meron kang mas maliit na bilog doon. That's the pupil. Yung pupil kasi, yan yung dinadaanan ng light para makakita tayo na we all need light so that we can see. So yung dinadaanan ng light mo, inside your iris, that would be your pupil. And so your iris is that part of your eye, which is the colored part, and also controls the size of your pupil. So kung medyo masyadong maliwanag, your iris is going to constrict your pupil. Paliliitin niya yung pupil, no, para makontrol yung amount of light na pumupunta sa mata kasi masakit din naman pag masyadong maliwanag. Pag medyo madilim, your iris is going to dilate your pupil. Palalakihin niya yung pupil so that more light can get into your eye. Okay, so that's the iris and the pupil. Sabi nila, kapag tinitingnan mo yung isang taong gusto mo, lumalaki daw yung pupil mo. No? If you are interested in a person, then your pupil would get bigger, no, if you are looking at that person. No? So I'm not sure if it's true, po pwede niyong i-prove. No? Tingnan niyo yung jowa niyo ngayon, tingnan niyo yung pupil niyo kung lumalaki. Now this here is the lens. Para din siyang lens ng ating camera, it focuses the light on the object that you are looking at. So it focuses the light on the object you are looking at. This here is the retina. Yung retina mo, siya yung wall kung saan nakikreate yung image inside the eye. Remember, the image that is formed is upside down. So baliktad po yung image, no, na nakikita or na-form inside your eye. So again, that's the retina, the wall of the eye where the images are formed. So yung tinatawag nating color blindness is due to the defects of the rods and the cones of your retina. So defect yun ng retina mo, yung color blindness, yung hindi mo nakikita yung ibang kulay. It is more common in males, no, than in females. Kasi ano siya, linked siya sa X chromosome. Kasi nga isa lang yung X chromosome ng inyong male, mas madali sila magkaroon ng color blindness. So again, color blindness is a defect of your retina, the cones and the rods of your retina. And this here is the optic nerve. Ito naman yung sensory nerve that would send the message from the eye going to the brain. Okay, so your brain, of course, is that part of your body that would interpret the message. Okay, so optic nerve, yung sensory nerve natin sa mata. Sa ating tenga, yung tinatawag nating sensory nerve dyan ay auditory nerve. Sa inyong ilong ay olfactory nerve. Okay, so olfactory nerve yung sa ilong mo. Okay, but these here are the different parts of the eye, and of course, we were looking for iris. Okay, so iris po yung ating hinahanap. Okay, next one, number 10, the branch of linguistics that deals with the meaning of words is letter A, phonics, letter B, semantics, letter C, vocabulary, or letter D, syntax. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice? Aba, iba din si Facebook user. Sino kaya ito? Hindi ko nakikita yung pangalan niya. Yung malinaw ang mata pag may sexy girl. Ay, ayan, meron tayong mga passers na nag-comment. And si Ma'am Jeline, Panganiban, Bachiller Padios. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Ma'am Mek. The best ka talaga. Former Team Piaget, Tatak SL Artisan. Good luck and God bless sa mga kukuha ng exam this coming September 25. No, meron pa pong March and June. That's Ma'am Jeline Panganiban, Bachiller Padeos. Of course, LPT. Si Ma'am Jeline po ay isa sa mga estudyante natin na meron pa kaming face-to-face na nasa Iloilo. So, kaya sabi niya tatak SL Artisan. Yung dati kasing pangalan ng aming Physical Review Center was Study Link Review and Tutorial Center. Okay, so matagal na, mga 3 years na yata, no, na naging LPT si Ma'am Jeline. Ito pa, President. Pres Loreto, ikaw ba to? Okay, kaya mo po yan. Tutok lang po sa Gurong Pinoy. LPT ka na soon. Praying for you. Okay, so President Loreto Balicaw Jr., isa din of course sa ating LPTs ng January. Okay, January of 2022 lang. Fresh na fresh. Okay, what is the answer? Letter B. I see letter B is the branch of linguistics that deals with the meaning of words, of course, is letter B, semantics. is the correct choice. Semantics deals with meaning, no? So meaning yung ating semantics. Phonics, of course, is for sounds, your vocabulary. This is the list of words that is used in a given language. Then you have syntax. Yung syntax naman is the system of arrangement of words to form meaningful sentences. So paano mo ina-arrange yung words, yung mga salita para makabuo ka ng isang makabuluhang pangungusap, no? That's syntax. Okay, but we are looking for meaning of words, and that of course is letter B, semantics, hindi po letter C, vocabulary. No, listahan lang po ito ng lahat ng mga kataga or lahat ng mga salita sa isang lingwahe. Okay, so letter B for number 10. Okay, 11. Which of the following foreign word or borrowed phrase means death blow? Death blow. Is it letter A, coup de main, letter B, crime de menthe, letter C, coup de grace, or letter D, coup d'etat? Okay, what is your choice for question 11? Number 11 na po tayo. What do you think is the correct choice for question number 11?